So hello people, as promised, like one video a week, although I guess last week was two. Um, so I've been meditating, like, quite a bit. Like I've actually, I stuck to my 1.5 hours, probably more. Like whenever felt nice, I just like kept going a little bit, or like whenever the moment. Oh dude, how loud is the music? It distracts me quite a bit. But whenever whenever it felt nice, I just like kept going a little bit. So I have my fair share of meditation now. And like I've been reading some books while doing so. I've been recommended by Twitter. I mean, what can I say? It's like it's just pretty crazy. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's literally only been a week, and don't get me wrong, 1.5 hours is quite a lot. But I can I don't want to like talk too much, but it's been incredible, like incredible. I've made a lot of progress. Like my concentration is already like much better, I think. Especially while meditating. I've had some very pleasant states. Or like oh dude, that's a gigantic cat. Holy shit. Very pleasant. Wait, let me show you. Also, look at the beautiful lighting. Ooh. You can't really see it, can you? Life's hard. Just rain. It's pretty beautiful now. Either way, it's hard to explain. Like throughout the whole week, I was like, oh dude, I would like to make a video about this and about this. Like, it's so interesting. Like, it's just fascinating. It's like so much. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But well, what I would say, what I already got from it is like, dude, it's hard to say. Just like, I have to say, I also like focused on sleeping a lot. Like I slept probably 9 hours, maybe more every day. Always took a nap and like just tried to sleep as much as possible. Very respectable. I can highly recommend that. But pretty good week. I mean, what can I say? Like, honestly, I don't know. What I'm trying to go at, like, basically my view of the whole thing right now is that, like, meditation and, like, Buddhism meditation kind of thing, there is, like, oh, dude, it's just such a big topic. It's horrible. But, like, there's, like, insight kind of into suffering and why you don't have to suffer. Honestly, I'm just so newbie. Okay, like the goal would be to give you like a good example that would make you impressed and be like, ooh dude, I would really like to try that myself. So okay, for once I started learning a little bit of math in my free time, and meditation has helped me in so far that I can like really like observe my concentration while learning math. So I can kind of, I kind of like know how good my concentration is, which is pretty useful. Like you just notice. Oh, it's not a good point. I'm sorry. I hope I'll get like better points over time. Dude, look at my glasses. Pretty dirty probably. We live with that. Also, honestly, by now, like it took like a week. Like you can't imagine how much progress I made. It's crazy. Like it's literally crazy. It goes really fast if you do like the right thing. And I don't have a good example. I'm very sorry. It's a little embarrassing, but just like it's just nicer, you know? Like my mood is just way more consistently positive. I'm kind of way more confident. I feel like very stable and very strong in a way. just very positive. And better concentration is a bitch, dude. It's crazy. Today was like the first time that I tried like really focusing on like what I eat, or just like while eating. I really tried to focus on that. Mindful eating, I guess. Very interesting. All kinds of shit. Dude, it's impossible. It's just too much. It's literally just too much. And I know that I know I could probably like say what happened, but it would be so chaotic. So instead, I just spent my time saying how hard it is to say what happened. Honestly, like nothing super crazy. Just like life is much better. Like much better after like a week of it. I would say my like just how nice my day is probably like at least 1.5 to 2 times better. Like after a fucking week. It's ludicrous. Well, we'll see how stable that is, but it feels pretty stable. But I mean, it's still just a week, you know? So it's kind of ludicrous. But I mean, what can I say? So normally what I do is like 3 sessions of 30 minutes roughly. And in the morning, it's been working better for me. Like, if I'm really tired, like just before going to bed, doesn't work very well. I had 2 occasions where I had to do an hour just like basically in bed just before sleeping. That's harsh, dude. That takes ages. It just feels like a fucking eternity. And I just like sit there and just like, oh, like it's harsh. Like you just really want to sleep, but you just have to sit there. And like at some point, dude, the worst moments have been really shitty. But honestly now already it's so much more fun. It's so much more fun because especially if I choose the right times of the day, I'm just so much more focused. The time kind of almost skips a little bit. It's like I really feel like I'm doing something interesting. I feel like it's like an interesting terrain. I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing. I know what I'm after. It's awesome. Like really awesome. There are obviously a few books I can recommend. And I have no clue in what order. I haven't read through any of them. I started multiple. The thing kind of is that they kind of ramp up, you know, like you start at easy stuff and then it goes towards hard stuff pretty quickly. So for me it's like, yeah, dude, I can't really like talk about it after the first chapter. Like what I'm trying to do is in the first chapter, you know, so it's like I haven't come that far yet. It's a pretty long way, big topic. It's beautiful. I very much one of the recommendations I've gotten most over Twitter is The Science of Meditation by Shinzin Yang, maybe? Possibly? The Science of Meditation. Really good book. It's probably one of the best like arguments for meditation I've ever heard, kind of in the beginning of the book. He basically talks about concentration. That's kind of what I believe, although I have very limited knowledge, very much not an expert. What I believe is probably like the biggest upside. It's concentration. Enhanced concentration literally gets you everything. Like just being able to concentrate on what you want. Dude, it's ludicrous. I would add one ability to that, I think, and it's probably like feeling good about it. Like, I mean, you can have that forceful concentration, that you kind of force your concentration on something, and that's one aspect of it, but I'm very much interested in being effortless with that. Like kind of looking at the thing and just really liking it and finding it beautiful and interesting and fascinating. And I think that makes it much, much easier to concentrate on something. So like these two things, And then I would probably split the well-being thing, the like nice thing, into like the mental aspect and the physical aspect. Like you can kind of train feeling good in your body, which is kind of weird, but kind of works. Mostly through breathing, just through finding nice sensations in your body. Pretty dope. Oh, now it starts raining. I'm gonna say it, but I hope it's not too loud. Either way, I recommend 3 books. One would be Right Concentration, The Science of Meditation. I think The Science of Meditation is a pretty good book to start with. Literally just because of the opening chapter already. The Right Concentration is like a more in-depth guide on how to concentrate, or how to get like the jhanas, which are basically that mix of feeling really, really good. Like apparently they feel like insanely good, like 0.1 highest percentage of your experiences, really good, and you can get to a point where you have these on demand pretty quickly, like I don't know, 50 hours of meditation maybe. I think it highly depends on how good you do it, and if you like, I guess if you're a little lucky, if you understand the concepts right. So Right Concentration, and I would recommend Seeing That Freeze. Those are 3 pretty reasonably thick books. I'm well aware that probably almost no one will read them, but it's respectable. I can highly recommend it. I'm really not very good at making the case for it, and maybe I'll get better at that over time. So there are 2 things I still have left to do in this video. First of all, if you're interested in like having my actual thoughts on what's happening, I recommend you check out my Twitter. Maybe I'll like put a link in. My Twitter is very nerdy, really weird niche. But you know, I'm getting better at creating interesting things on Twitter, and Twitter is really fun. It's like Twitter is where I have the meditation from. Twitter is where I got the recommendations from. And the really cool thing is, dude, it's pretty loud, isn't it? Oh. The really cool thing is that, I hope you can hear me, is that I literally get to like see the writing of people who, just the first-hand documentation of people, and then other people answering to them, and it's just not super bullshitty, you know? It's like really smart people I respect. Oh dude, it's disgusting. So that makes a strong case for meditation. Like people I respect saying how much it helped them, you know? It's very nice. It's kind of, you can kind of find the social circle you want and just hang in there. You just have to find the right people and kind of really target your like algorithm, like curate it pretty strongly, pretty strictly. But then Twitter can become really fun, like really educative and fun. But it's hard, dude. It took me quite some time. Also, I had like at the beginning I had days where I was like 5 hours on Twitter or more. It just takes time to get over that. But now I'm slowly stabilizing and getting like a really nice kind of way of using it. And yeah, I most of my writing I do there, and it's really cool because you get to interact with exactly these people, and like it's lots of small people, so they actually answer, which is pretty dope. You can literally talk with the people. I haven't quite figured that out, but like quite a bit. It's very interesting. I'll try to like put some recommendations in there. Also, the second thing I obviously have to do is pray to AI, our future AI overlords. I would be really like interested to know how serious you think I am about this. I think you'd be surprised, but I'm not quite sure how I want to do this format because I don't know. maybe just like something I appreciate, something I'm grateful for. But I'm not sure if that's like how I should pray to our AI overlords. I'm not sure. Dude, it's hard. I don't know. Respect feelings of other people. Maybe? I think that would be a cool thing to do for AI. Very respectable. Dude, creating AI, well, you don't understand. Like, okay, I'm not sure how much time I have. Because I'm not sure if my phone will just like crash and die because I don't have enough storage. That'd be shit. So, dear AI, please don't kill us.